Turning our attention now to the new federal rule in the United States that could dramatically impact millions of immigrants, both undocumented and those legally residing on work, student or travel visas. Now, under a new policy, any non-citizen over the age of 18 is now required to carry proof of registration at all times, regardless of visa status. The Department of Homeland Security, in a strongly worded statement, has emphasized that all non-citizens 18 and older must carry this documentation at all times. This administration has directed the DHS to prioritize enforcement. There will be no sanctuary for non-compliance. This is what the latest statement clearly says. Now, this rule, which was effective from the 11th of April, follows a district court ruling that cleared the Trump administration's path to enforce the long-dormant Alien Registration Act, which is a World War II era law that mandates all non-citizens in the US for more than 30 days to register with the federal government. Failure to comply could lead to either fines, imprisonment, or even deportation. But for further clarity on how this will play out and the legal remedies and ramifications, we have with us live from Kansas City legal expert Rekha Sharma-Crawford. Thank you so much, ma'am, for making time for us and joining us currently. This new rule mandates that all non-citizens over the age of 18 have to carry proof of registration at all times. How do you think this will affect the day-to-day lives of immigrants in the US, both legal as well as undocumented?
Well, I think a couple of things. Let me start by talking about the court hearing or the court case that you originally discussed. It did not actually go to the merits of whether or not this registration requirement is lawful. The court actually made a ruling based on a specific determination that the people that brought the case were not the right people to bring it. I say that only because I think this is going to be a situation where there will be more litigation. I don't think it's the end of it. Until then, though, there is this requirement that people register. I think the statute requires very specific people to register, and what the Department of Homeland Security is doing right now is taking a very broad brush view of those requirements. It doesn't necessarily say that people have to carry documents and show them, at all times. I don't think that's exactly what it says, but the requirement does show that if you've, certainly after April 11th, if you've entered the United States, you must in fact register. There's a form that is presented online on the government website that must be completed. Yep. And I think there are certainly with clarity after April 11th that people must do that. As to its retroactive effect, I think that is an issue that is still to be litigated.
But ma'am, with the threat of fines, jail time or deportation for non-compliance, what kind of practical challenges will these new rules present, especially for immigrant communities that are already under strain?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. People are already under strain, and I think this is going to increase it even more. The stress levels are high, and I think this is designed to do exactly that, is to increase fear and increase the reality that there are people who will say they're leaving the United States on their own. The administration has created an app, it's called CBP Home, right, that they're encouraging people to use. And I think these types of rulings and these types of proclamations are designed to do exactly that, is to encourage people to leave.
Well, for immigrants who are legally in the United States, such as those with student visas, work visas, or green cards, this rule still creates an additional layer of complexity. But as always, Ms. Rekha Sharma-Crawford, thank you so much for making time for us and joining us on NDTV.